Thank you, Madam Speaker. To the bill?
To the bill.
During his presidency, Ronald Reagan asked for a line-item veto. The problem? President was receiving bundled bills that were good for the American people, but entangled with wasteful pork projects for politicians. It was our own U.S. Senator, the Honorable Mark O. Hatfield, who was the deciding no vote, and the line-item veto was defeated. A Republican senator denied a Republican president an effective way to eliminate political pork projects. At the time, I was very upset. President Reagan wanted to do good, and our own guy was standing in the way. There is a saying, though, the older I get, the smarter my parents become. Many years later, I now see the wisdom of Senator Hatfield's no vote. He knew the responsibility for stopping such mixed good-bad bill making was not in the executive branch, but the responsibility of the legislature. So here we are today with House Bill 5020A. I've heard a slogan on this floor, good bills should pass. But my esteemed colleagues, this is not a good bill. It is not a bad bill. It is a tainted bill. While HB 5020A does some good for the people of Oregon, it is entangled with pork projects for politicians. This is what philosophers call a moral dilemma. There is no clear-cut way to win. In such cases, you do the best you can. While HB 5020A contains some good for my district, there is also wasteful spending that does harm to all Oregonians. Therefore, I will be voting no on this bill. That said, because this remains a moral dilemma where there is both good and bad, I can see where reasonable people in this chamber will vote yes, and I find no fault with that. As Senator Hatfield pointed out long ago, it is not the executive's job to make clean bills, good for the people. It's the legislature's job. It's our job. If we want funding for a particular issue or institution, bring it to the floor cleanly and as a single issue, so we're not faced with this moral dilemma. Let's stop the practice of mixing bad with good. Look, nobody goes to their favorite coffee shop and asks for a pork latte, but that's what we're being served today. Good coffee, good milk, with chunks of pork in it. I'm sending my pork latte back for a better one. We can do better here. We can do better for the people of Oregon, and we must. In closing, I'd ask you to consider modifying our slogan from good bills should pass to only good bills will pass. Thank you, Madam Speaker.